Welcome to Psychology Credence channel. Have you ever caught someone looking at you a second too long and wondered, do they want me or am I imagining it? That question, unspoken, unresolved, can haunt your thoughts for days because sometimes desire doesn't scream. It whispers, it hides in passing glances, subconscious body language, or a nervous smile. And if you know what to look for, you'll never miss the signs again. Welcome to Best Psycho Facts, where the secrets of human attraction are decoded through real psychology, not wishful thinking. Today we're breaking down 7 deep psychological signs that someone you know is quietly, obsessively burning with intense desire for you. Not just casual interest, not surface-level flirting, but the kind of desire that they can't hide, even when they try. We all crave to be desired. But the real problem, most people don't say it. They show it, and often in ways that are subtle, even confusing. Because when desire is genuine, it's not loud, it shows up in unconscious ways. Their mind can't control, and unless you understand the psychological cues, you'll miss it, or worse, misread it. That's why what you're about to learn is not just based on opinions, but backed by psychological research, emotional intelligence, and deep observation. So let's begin with the first sign and prepare to see people very differently. Sign number 1. Their eyes keep searching for you in a room even when you're not speaking. There's something unexplainably magnetic about desire. It makes people seek without thinking, without even realizing. Psychologically, it's called selective attention bias. When someone is burning with desire for you, their brain literally gets wired to seek you out in the environment. They might not even be aware of it, but their eyes will betray them. You'll catch them glancing at you while pretending to scroll their phone, watching you from across the room. When they think you aren't looking away quickly, but not fast enough to hide the intent. This isn't just admiration, it's longing. It's as if their eyes are starving in studies on romantic attention. Researchers found that people in deep infatuation spend 85% more time looking at the object of their desire, even when other people are talking around them. It's involuntary, it's primal. And if you've caught someone doing this more than once, they're burning for you. Curiosity-driven transition. But eyes aren't the only thing that betray desire. Sometimes it's what they don't say that says everything. Sign number 2. Their silence becomes loud around you. You know what's louder than a person trying to impress you? A person trying to hide what they feel. When someone truly desires you but doesn't feel safe enough to admit it, they won't flirt loudly, they'll become quiet, almost like their nervous system is overwhelmed by your presence. Psychologically, this is linked to limbic hijack. It happens when emotions take over the brain's rational processing. You might notice they suddenly run out of words around you. Their tone becomes softer or hesitant. They laugh too quickly or go quiet after making eye contact. It's not shyness, it's internal emotional overload. And desire is the fuel. A 2009 study from the University of Groningen found that romantic desire causes people to literally struggle with basic cognitive tasks around the object of affection. Their brains enter a kind of short-circuit mode. So if someone normally confident seems quiet, clumsy, or distant only around you, that silence is not distance, it's heat trying not to burn too bright. And yet the next sign is even more mysterious because it hides in something most people overlook. Mirroring, sign number 3. They subtly mirror your movements or energy. You take a sip from your glass and they do the same. You lean back in your chair and seconds later they adjust their posture too. No, it's not coincidence. It's called limbic synchrony, a powerful psychological phenomenon. When someone feels deeply drawn to you, their body begins to unconsciously mirror your actions, tone, and energy levels. It's nature's way of building rapport, but in the context of desire, it becomes involuntary imitation, according to psychologist Tanya Chartrand. People who are emotionally aligned with another person, especially in attraction, subconsciously reflect their movements as a bonding mechanism. And it's not just gestures. You might notice they start using phrases. You say often their mood shifts when yours does. They match your pacing, breathing, or even blinking patterns. They don't realize they're doing it, but their body is trying to connect with yours. And that kind of syncing isn't casual, it's instinctual desire. But what happens when they're not around you? The next sign reveals that you may still be on their mind. Constantly. Sign number 4, they find excuses to stay in touch, even for no logical reason. Desire is restless, it hates silence, it craves presence. So even when they have no real reason to talk to you, they invent one, a meme, a random question, a just checking in message with no clear purpose. Psychologically, this is linked to the Zeigarnik effect, the tendency for the human brain to keep incomplete emotional situations at the front of consciousness. When someone desires you deeply, the connection feels unfinished to them, so their brain keeps bringing you to the surface. Studies show people in the early stages of desire will check their phone for contact from the other person up to 12 times per hour, even when they know logically it's unlikely they want a response, a reaction, any form of contact, because even the smallest message from you feeds the fire inside. So if you've ever thought, why are they messaging me about something so random? You may not be overthinking it. They're not looking for a reply. They're reaching for emotional oxygen. But perhaps the most telling sign is what they do when you're not even speaking to them at all. Sign number 5, their energy changes the moment you enter the room. Have you ever walked into a room and felt someone's energy shift even before they spoke? The change is almost chemical. Their smile appears faster. Their posture adjusts the air around them, tightens with a strange intensity. This isn't drama, this is neurobiological arousal when someone secretly desires you. The dopamine in their brain spikes the moment you're near their body, releases a cascade of chemical signals that trigger heightened awareness. Sometimes even tension, according to the American Psychological Association. Dopaminergic surges can cause people to unconsciously straighten their back, touch their face, fix their appearance, or even fidget, especially when the object of desire enters the space. You might notice they get suddenly more animated, more alert. They laugh more loudly than usual. Their pupils dilate when you speak. None of this is planned. It's desire erupting through their nervous system. They are not performing for attention. They're reacting to your presence like a flame reacts to oxygen. But while desire ignites the body, it also creates conflict in the mind, and especially when it can't be fully expressed. The next sign, it reveals a truth most people never admit aloud. Sign number 6, they act hot and cold because they're battling themselves one day. They're warm, leaning in, full of attention. The next distant, quiet, even avoidant. You're left wondering, did I imagine all of this? No, you didn't. Because this emotional inconsistency is not confusion, it's a psychological defense mechanism. People who deeply desire someone, especially when they feel vulnerable, unworthy, or scared of rejection, often swing between approach and avoidance behaviors. Psychologically, this is called the intimacy paradox. The closer they feel, the more they fear losing control. In a study published in the Journal of Social and Personal Relationships, individuals experiencing intense unspoken attraction were more likely to show avoidant behavior as a method of protecting their ego and maintaining emotional distance. So if someone is deeply present one moment and strangely cold, the next sends mixed signals yet never fully disconnects, feels magnetically close, then suddenly retreats. They're not playing games. They're fighting a silent war inside desire when bottled up becomes emotionally chaotic. But what if you're not around at all? What if you're out of sight for days or weeks? Well, that's when the seventh sign reveals itself most clearly. Sign number 7, they struggle to move on, even when they pretend they have. They say they're over it. They say they're fine, but somehow their energy still lingers around you. They still watch your stories. They still like your old posts at 2 a.m. They still find ways to exist in your digital world, even silently. This is more than nostalgia. This is lingering desire without resolution. Psychologically, it's known as the emotional incompletion loop. When someone intensely desires another person, but can't express, confess, or fulfill that emotion, the brain doesn't close the emotional file. It leaves the door half open and it keeps returning again and again. A 2022 study by the University of Kansas found that suppressed romantic desire creates emotional residue, often lasting longer than expressed feelings and causing recurring behavioral patterns. This is why they stay connected without really connecting. Get jealous but say nothing, seem over it, but linger in proximity like ghosts of emotion. Desire that can't be completed doesn't vanish. It evolves into longing, into tension, into that strange, unexplainable energy you still feel between you. And if you've ever wondered why that person still feels close, even in silence, you're not crazy, they're burning still quietly. So let's look again at what desire truly looks like beneath the surface. It's not just physical, it's neurological, emotional, subconscious. The 7 hidden signs: 1, their eyes always find you without effort. 2, their silence grows louder around you. 3, they mirror your movements, tone, and pace. 4, they create reasons to contact you, no matter how small. 5, their energy visibly shifts the moment you're near. 6, they act hot and cold, caught in internal conflict. 7, they can't fully let go, even if they say they have. Each of these signs alone could mean many things, but together they reveal a fire too intense to fully conceal. And if you're experiencing this, you're not crazy, you're not imagining it, you're being desired in silence. Now I want to hear from you. Drop a comment below. Have you ever felt like someone was secretly drawn to you but never said it? Let's talk about the signs you've seen, like this video, if it gave you clarity or reopened a memory you thought you buried. And if you want more deeply honest psychology, rich breakdowns like this, subscribe to Psychology Credence. Right now, this channel isn't about dating hacks. It's about emotional truth and the science behind human connection. With that said, thanks for watching, and until next time. And thanks for watching.